Welcome to another edition of Millersville All Access at MillersvilleAthletics.com. I'm joined by Millersville second-year baseball coach Jon Shehan. Jon, team just came through with the first winning record in 8 years, 24-23. Obviously didn't make the postseason. That was obviously a goal. But winning record is obviously a huge step as well. What does that mean for the program?
I think it's a big thing for the program. I think we actually had a lot higher expectations this year after winning the East last year. Came up not even one game short, but a couple tiebreakers short of getting into the postseason this year. So it's great for the program in that we did have a winning record, but when it comes down to it, our goal is to win conference games, and we couldn't get it done on the conference side this year where we played fairly well in non-conference actually. So.
Yeah, but a lot of close games also in the conference, and you overcame a lot of injuries, played through a lot of obstacles and things like that. What does that do for the team moving forward, especially since you had so many young guys contributing?
I think it started in the off season. Number one, we need to work harder in the off season to prevent some of those injuries that we've had, and we need to make some better decisions in the off season. A lot of our, a few of the key injuries didn't happen on the baseball field, which that needs to be prevented at number one. But beside that, I mean, it was great to have young guys contribute. Start Chris Egger for almost 30 games in center field, and have him hit almost 300 and get over 100 at bats, and then to bring Adam Boyd in when Chris got hurt, and give him 80 at bats or so, or 80 plate appearances, have him contribute and learn how to play the game. Give him crucial conference at bats. Mike DeSanto got some time, and Lance Miller went down. It's only going to make us better in the next couple of years. I really believe that we were young and inexperienced now the last 2 years, where I thought we'd have some experience this year. Next year we're going to have a nice veteran club.
Yeah, and a lot of those freshmen, sophomores, you mentioned Ryan McCormick, a sophomore that really had a breakout year. What really turned him around? I mean, jumped his batting average up, almost 120 points, continued to be one of the best defensive second basemen. Really had to be a pleasant surprise for you as a leadoff batter. We
knew he could hit coming in, but I thought it would be his junior or senior year that he'd really start to swing the bat well. He had a great summer last year, swinging wood bat in Carolinas, and I think that competitive daily routine that you build in summer ball, almost a professional style routine that you build in summer ball, playing every night, getting to the ballpark at 3 o'clock, getting all of your extra work in. That maybe some of the guys who stay home during the summer don't actually get to enjoy or build their game around. Ryan really took advantage of it. He came back, continued to play great defense, but came back and made himself into a good offensive player in a year.
Well, is there any other players that will be playing in the summer ball this summer?
Mike DeSanto will be going away. Jason Long will be going away. We have a pile of kids that are going away. Derek Klein and Corey Phelan are both going to California this summer. We have some kids in the Kitty Hawk League, which is in Kentucky and Illinois. We have a couple guys going to the Clark Griffith League in Maryland. I think we have 8 or 10 guys that are going away, and it worries you a little bit from the pitching side. As long as they're not abused, that's fine. That they can get out there and get some innings of work in. But from a position player standpoint, it's a big step for them.
Well, you have to feel really good about who you have coming back. Obviously, some big losses, guys like Cody Weil, Andrew Docterman. But those guys coming back, you talked about Michael DeSanto had got experience at shortstop, Adam Boyd, Chris Egger, and then maybe Corey Phelan coming back in center field. That's right there, a speedy, fast, incredibly defensive center field, plus those guys up the middle.
Right.
You should have a very good returning baseball team.
And if you look at the 3 guys that you have in the outfield there, that really 3 center fielders that could play center field for almost any club in the conference. And you put those 3 guys in the outfield, and not to mention a guy like Keith Spencer, who showed some signs of having good offensive production. We're going to have a lot faster club, no question about it. There's going to be less balls falling in the outfield next year. Defensively, we should be solid. It's going to be a question of whether DeSanto comes back and swings the bat well short. He's going to get an opportunity to play every day. It looks that way. He's got a lot of work ahead of him there. And third base is going to be a question after losing a solid 8-hole hitter in Slembecker. That's actually our biggest question right now. We're trying to fit Nick Schumann into that role of a redshirt this year, but there's a couple other guys that could find themselves seeing some time there in the fall.
But you look at the pitching rotation and the bullpen. A pretty big weakness this year. I mean, the team scored a ton of runs, but a lot of times pitching staff just couldn't keep the other team off the board. One of the big pleasant surprises was Derek Klein. Came in, threw outstanding, really improved as the season went along. With him and Forrest Mangle hopefully coming back next year, as well as some of the guys like Balanchik, Jason Long, you should have a pretty solid core of returning pitchers.
I think we have right now 2 definite top-end PSAC starters. You know, Blanchik continues to progress like he did. He's had a rough start, but his last 4 or 5 outings were great. Pitched great against IUP. I think he had 25 innings there that he may have given up 1 or 2 runs at one point there towards the end of the season. He's got a lot of upside. I look for big things over the next 3 years from him. Jason Long's going to keep you in every game. You know, but I want to keep those you know, 2 spots very competitive. We should, as of right now, have a lot of arms in the fall. I'm not going to put a number on it, but we're going to have a lot of arms, a lot of competition in the fall. Guys that didn't have great years are going to have to battle for a job, and that's the way it should be in college athletics. Our pitching staff was very young. I think I counted out of the 12 guys we had at the end of the year, 9 of them had not thrown an inning in the conference coming into the year. So those guys are going to progress, but also you need to continue to have that competition, bring some new blood in.
Yeah, what they've proven, those young guys, and plus the new blood that you mentioned. You've already signed a few guys in the early recruiting period. What do you have coming in? Give the fans a preview of the recruiting class coming in.
The press release should be out soon here. I have a few guys that we've signed. We have a position player named Jeff Hazy coming in from Donegal. They're having a great year. He's having one of the better years in the LL League this year. You know, we like to keep those local guys close. Not sure where he's going to fit in positionally, whether it be in the outfield or the infield. Just a good athletic kid, fast, has some pretty good bat speed, good arm strength. We also signed a kid named Patrick Lytle from Pittsburgh. Power type bat, needs to work on some things defensively, but definitely could be a middle of the lineup type guy down the road. And our last position player that we signed is actually a dual guy from Boyertown High School. Aaron Wilkins, excuse me. Aaron's done a great job with Boyertown the last few years in the state tournament and Legion, and also in high school. I'm not sure if he's going to pitch or play position. Again, very good athlete, so he has some options there. But still a few, you know, 1 or 2 holes that we're still looking to fill from a transfer standpoint at this point in the game.
Well, there you have it, 2009, first winning season in 8 years for the Millersville baseball program. Jon, thanks for joining us here at MillersvilleAthletics.com, and good luck in the future. Bright future ahead for Millersville baseball.
Thanks, Ethan.